Have you ever wondered how the world's elite manage their wealth and assets? Today, we're going to introduce the Pandora Papers leak and its profound significance. This unprecedented leak has disclosed the offshore holdings of several high-profile individuals from around the globe, including some of India's most influential figures. The Pandora Papers leak is a startling revelation that exposes the intricate offshore financial networks used by the world's wealthy and powerful to manage their immense wealth. Now let's delve into the list of high-profile Indians named in the Pandora Papers leak. The Pandora Papers leak has named several Indian businessmen, celebrities, and politicians. A notable mention is Anil Ambani, chairman of Reliance ADA Group, who owns 18 offshore companies spanning Jersey, British Virgin Islands, and Cyprus. Legendary cricketer Sachin Tendulkar and his family have been named as beneficial owners of an offshore entity in the British Virgin Islands. The leak also involves Nirav Modi's sister, Purvi Modi, who established a firm in the British Virgin Islands as a corporate protector of a trust. John McCallum Marshall Shaw, husband of Biocon promoter Kiran Mazumdar Shaw, set up a trust with a person banned for insider trading. Bollywood actor Jackie Shroff was unveiled as the main beneficiary of a trust established by his mother-in-law. Corporate lobbyist Neera Radia was found to have several offshore firms, including one involved in purchasing a luxury watch. Homi Rajvansh, a former government official, had 2 offshore companies seized by Swiss authorities. Sushil Kumar Gupta, a businessman, registered a company in the British Virgin Islands with funds held in Switzerland. Niranjan Hiranandani, founder of Hiranandani Group, and his family were beneficiaries of a trust with assets over $60 million. Tushar Vashisht, son of former Haryana DGP Srinivas Vashisht, established a company linked to a former aide of Russian President Vladimir Putin. Nita and Mukesh Ambani, owners of Reliance Industries, own offshore companies in the British Virgin Islands and Seychelles. The family that runs the Sitaram Bhartiya Institute of Science and Research set up a trust in the Cayman Islands. Pramod Mittal, brother of steel magnate Lakshmi Mittal, controlled 2 companies that led to his settlement offer after being declared bankrupt. Radha Timblo, a mining baroness, had offshore entities in Singapore, Samoa, the British Virgin Islands, and Panama. Retired Lieutenant General Rakesh Kumar Lumba registered an offshore company in Seychelles with his son. Offshore entities linked to Indian Premier League franchises, Rajasthan Royals, and Kings Lafutit Punjab were also revealed in the leak. These revelations have sparked a widespread debate on tax evasion, wealth inequality, and the need for greater financial transparency. The Pandora Papers leak has shed light on the secretive world of offshore finance. This monumental disclosure has uncovered the intricate network of offshore companies and trusts, revealing the involvement of several high-profile Indians. A key takeaway is the stark reminder of the role offshore finance plays in wealth accumulation, often obscuring the lines of financial transparency. It highlights the urgent need for more stringent regulations to prevent tax evasion and other illicit activities. The Pandora Papers leak serves as a stark reminder of the pressing need for greater financial transparency and accountability. Have you ever wondered why many Indian businessmen open offshore companies in places like the British Virgin Islands? It's a fascinating phenomenon with a multitude of factors at play. From tax benefits to asset protection, the merits can be tantalizing. But there's another side to the coin: transparency concerns, loss of tax revenue, and the potential widening of economic inequality. There's a lot to unpack here, and the impact on India's economy and its people is substantial. Let's dive into the merits and demerits of opening offshore companies. First, let's look at some of the reasons why Indian businessmen might choose to open offshore companies. The top attraction is often the potential tax benefits. Offshore jurisdictions like the British Virgin Islands have favorable tax regimes that can significantly reduce the tax burden on businesses. This can be a major advantage in an increasingly globalized economy. Another key merit is the promise of confidentiality. Business owners often value their privacy, and offshore companies can provide a higher level of privacy than domestic companies. This, coupled with the potential for asset protection, can make offshore structures appealing. Indeed, these entities can offer a shield against legal claims and creditors, safeguarding a business owner's wealth. But it's not all sunshine and tax breaks. While these benefits can be attractive, there are also significant drawbacks to consider. We'll explore these in the next scene as we delve into the demerits of opening offshore companies. Now, let's explore the potential downsides of opening offshore companies. One of the key concerns is transparency. Offshore companies can often be shrouded in secrecy, making it difficult for authorities to trace financial activities. This opacity can sometimes facilitate illicit activities, such as money laundering and tax evasion. Another significant demerit is the potential loss of tax revenue for the Indian government. When businesses reduce their tax liability through offshore entities, it directly impacts the country's public services and infrastructure development. Finally, there's the issue of inequality. Offshore practices can inadvertently widen the wealth gap. The wealthy might dodge taxes through offshore entities, while ordinary citizens continue to shoulder the tax burden. So, while offshore companies may offer distinct benefits, they also present serious challenges. It's clear that opening offshore companies can have far-reaching implications, not just for individual businessmen, but also for the economy and people of India. In conclusion, the decision to open offshore companies in places like the British Virgin Islands has both advantages and drawbacks. While they offer tax benefits, confidentiality, and asset protection, they also raise transparency concerns and may contribute to inequality and a loss of tax revenue. Their impact on India's economy and people can be significant, from reduced investment to heightened tax burdens on average citizens. The key is to ensure that such practices are carried out responsibly and transparently, in a way that contributes to the overall development of the country.